I didn't even do any intro tonight. Second down and one, and Miami gets 9 yards on their carry and then a quick toss to their wide receiver for a first down. I think it's amazing. Maybe not amazing, but three of the four panelists for ESPN picked Miami. And I didn't see the full segment, but I think it was they were talking about the guy who does the odds, and he said that Miami will cover, which I just want to see a good game. I mean, obviously, I'd like to see my picks come in, and I won't say anything about my picks because every time a certain someone sees or hears about my picks, God damn it, they fucking get ruined, jinxed. What we talked about last night with the fucking Bears game. So I'm already dropped about 3 fucking F-bombs. But that's about it. But yeah, Miami with the ball first. Beck is looking, he's what do you call it? He's a game manager. He's a game manager. And it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, obviously for Raider fans, the big buildup as to what Fernando Mendoza is going to do. Be sure to chime in, leave your comments on the screen, and I will put up a link in a minute. We'll see how many people actually pop in. It'll be nice to see them. Again, if you are here, I'll be here during the entire game. I wanted to come on a little bit earlier, but I missed it by a little bit. I missed the kickoff. I missed the first play, and I came in time to see the second and one play, and hopefully that came on to where y'all were. So a little bit late. I apologize, but I said after kickoff, so I definitely was there for you. Mike Sarah, thank you, sir. It's good to hear from you. And if you're here, please come over to YouTube. And the reason why I say that is because I will not be able to see anybody's comments from Facebook, and doubtful if I'll see anybody's comments from X or Twitter. I don't believe so. Maybe, but I don't know. If you're in on Twitter, that would be great. But basically, come over to YouTube. In fact, let me put that banner up. You see if you're watching. Yeah, there you go. And there's the. In fact, I'll even I'll make the show suite better. I will put this. Okay. And then I said I gotta put the YouTube thing. So one second here. So I'm gonna do that. I mean, all you're missing right now is a commercial for a Sonic Smasher. Okay. Save that. And then show that. There we go. And then I'll do that on the thing. One thing as well. One thing. 1 second at a time. We'll see that. So get all these things up. So save this one. So yeah, so there you go. Come over to YouTube. I saw that Mike Sarah was here. Not sure who else is that. Bishop. Bishop's here. Good to see you, Bish. And so Mike Sarah pops in, and I love putting in the comments. So yeah, Mike Sarah's here, Bishop's here. So there you are two of the four. You are two of the four. And I think that Bishop, who doesn't bet, by the way, per him. But I think, honestly, I mean, if you take him at face value, that a bishop would never lie. If you take that at face value, a bishop would never lie. I know that he is a fan of IU because he is a fan of Fernando Mendoza. He can't wait until the chosen one, comes to the Raiders. He said, "Look, I just saw the stat. I don't know if that was the entire playoffs, but 8 touchdowns and 5 incompletions. That's in total. 8 touchdowns total, 5 incompletion total. That's a hell of a stat because he has a hell of an offensive line. Now, this time he's starting at the 5-yard line. He's actually in the end zone. And nice pass, nice completion for what looks to be close to a first down. Yeah, it would be a first down. Is that Surratt? I'm not sure if that's Surratt or not, but that one of his wide receivers that he normally throws to. But it was a great completion. You know, he's standing there in the end zone. And again, this is not just going to be a play-by-play of what's going on. I will keep y'all appraised of what's going on, but yeah, it is a first down. Running play by Indiana gets about 2. Oh, I like IU due to the KA side. Okay. And Mendoza. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, Mike Shanahan. I wonder, is that another Shanahan? Is that a Shanahan tree? Mike Shanahan? That'd be interesting. I don't know if he's a Shanahan from the Shanahan tree. Mendoza checks it down for a quick completion, but very little gain, about a yard gain. It'll be 3rd down. Like I said, I do hope that my bets come through. I won't say who they are, but all of the people that were picking Miami picked him because of Miami's defense. Miami has a hell of a defense. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't have a hell of a defense. I mean, trust me, I hear about it all the time from all the Miami Hurricane honks that are in the area. Mendoza is pressured and throws it away. So again, if you're going by what I'm seeing so far, that defense is hype. I think I was just Jason Taylor. Jason Taylor is actually one of their coaches, correct? I think Jason Taylor is one of their coaches because, I mean, I saw him. And if you have a Hall of Famer, wow, the running back just got leveled trying to lay a block. Just got trucked. So, you know, shades of things to come or not. Punt it away to Miami. Kid has the ball on the reception, goes up to about the 42-yard line. There's a flag. Normally, every time you see a flag on punt coverage, it's normally on the receiving team. Normally. We'll see if that's true. But the way they're pointing, it looks to be on Miami. Yeah, holding on Miami. So that's gonna knock him back at least. Well, it's knocking him back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. He was up to about the 42. So let's see how that really brings it back. Hey, Big E Bronco. Good to see you, sir. And I'm glad to see that we got Big E announced because Big E, maybe you can come in and talk about that great, I will say this, a great win by the Broncos against the Bills. I hate saying it, but I think that the one of the Miami's playing dirty. Oh, okay. Yeah, Miami playing. Okay, well, I mean that. I'm going to say that probably that goes with the program. Remember, you can't spell scum without Just saying. But getting back to Big E, I'm going to say that I hate that a very important call went against the Bills. And if you go by eyesight, if a player has a reception, the wide receiver has the reception, he has control of the ball, and he is down by contact, then he's down by contact, and that's it. He's down by contact. Okay, let's see here. I know everybody counts us out. I think New England's going to win that game, but I have all the faith in the world in that Denver Broncos defense. And you remember what Jared said? So when Jared said, I'm done dead to the 49ers when he was your quarterback. Okay. Well, Stidham's a decent quarterback. Stidham is a decent quarterback. I mean, if you didn't draft Bo Nix, I think Jared Stidham would have been your quarterback this year, Biggie. I really do. I think Jared Stidham would have been your quarterback. Carson Beck, though, I mean, it looks just too skinny. Too skinny. But we'll see. Anyway, I think that if you're relying on Stidham, he's not going to disappoint you. But I don't think he has the firepower and the gel of the Broncos. I think that I agree with you. I think the Patriots are going to win that game. Yeah, late hits out of bounds. I didn't see the penalty there, Bish. I had the volume down deliberately because I don't want to get a YouTube strike. But I am letting you guys know. Beck with the handoff off tackle gets about 3 or 4 yards to one of the. Again, I don't know these personnel. I do not know the personnel. I know certain people. I know Carson Beck. That's about it. I know their offensive line is huge. Huge. They're gonna. I tell you what, IU is in a deficit when it comes to pound for pound on the Miami offensive line, pounding on them. I think that that's a a decrement. I think that's the right word. But they're fast. So as long as they can move around and control and not get blown off like this past play, they controlled their area. They controlled their gap. That's good. You know how many times New England has beat Denver in the playoffs in Denver? I don't know, but I'm sure you'll tell me, Big E. I was going to say, I would say, what is it? New England beating Denver in Denver. I mean, well, obviously you had the Elway years. You have the, the Brady versus what, Peyton, and Brady versus whoever. So I don't know. If the answer is 0, you can go ahead and you can go ahead and say put the words out there. But I mean, the last time Denver went to a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning 10 years ago. So it hasn't been that long. It's only been a decade. Another 3-and-out for my 0-4. That's what I was thinking. When you lead with a question like that, I kind of I didn't know it, but I was saying if you're going to lead with that, I would say the answer is 0. Okay, win national title, win the Heisman, and be drafted first overall. On Brady's here. Well, here's the other thing, though. The Raiders are going to actually be. Oh, I think they did interview today. I think the Raiders interviewed McDaniel, the former Dolphins head coach. I think he was interviewed today in Miami. So that's holding. That's holding on IU. Holding on IU. I got to see this one. Yeah, I mean I can see that. You know how many times Drake May already has been stacked in the playoffs. You know what Denver is good at. Yeah, I got you. I mean, if it comes down to the defense, I mean defensive matchups, Denver should win. But yeah, that's a hole. That's a hole. But if it comes down to defense, I like Denver's defense to win that battle. The thing is that the Patriots offense. Nice. First down for IU. I don't know who that is. I didn't see, but I mean, they were talking like the Raiders were saying that they would probably get one of the wide receivers from IU so that, Mendoza would be comfortable with them. 10 times in 2 games, which is, I would say it would have been a hell of a lot more had they not gotten I can't remember who the kid that they drafted in the first round. Campbell? Be a hell of a lot more if Campbell wasn't on that team. But that's the reason why they got him. I mean, Big E, if you're going by, May versus the Denver defense, which I think, Denver's defense is going to shine. But then you have to do the flip side of that. How is Stidham going to do against New England's defense, which is quite good? New England's defense is quite good. IU is killing themselves with penalties. But anyway, I'm going to put up the link. And Bishop, you want to come in and talk? Okay. A prophecy from the Bishop says Mendoza about to cook. I think that's Surratt. Yeah, that's close to a first down, if not a first down. Yep. Hey, there's Ed Winchell. Good to see you there, sir. Good to see you, Ed Winchell. Bishop says the prophecy, Mendoza about to cook. Let's see here. Thrown the ball 4 times those playoff games in New England has recovered on. Wow. Thank God for that. Jimmy Farrell, good to see you. Jimmy Farrell was like, hey, Captain, you going to be doing a show tonight? I said, yeah, I can do that. That's not a hard prophecy. Yeah, I get it there, Ed. But right now, it's You know, I think the question is for those that put money on Indiana, and for those that did a parlay, will Miami cover that 7.5? That's the big question. Obviously, if Miami wins, they've covered that. Another first down for Indiana on the 34 of Miami. Ah, okay. Ed, I wish you would have told me that. I probably would have. I would have changed my pick. Close to me is like below 7. But we'll see. Again, we are watching the national championship game. If you're here, thank you, Biggie Broncos here, Jimmy Farrell, Ed Winchell. Copy this. 7 points. Well, see, I'm hoping it's more than 7 because the line is 7.5. Ah. Ed says by 7. Bishop says with a beat down. That, to me, that means 7 plus. If you'd like to come in and Mendoza gets creamed, here. Is that one of those ends that the people were keep talking about? Thank God he got rid of the ball. And a nice run for a first down by their running back after Mendoza got blasted. I wonder how big that Coogan kid is. People are saying that, if you draft the center, just draft Coogan because he also has that familiarity. Might be Bain. Top 5 pick. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know what you're saying, Jimmy. Yeah, that they're the defensive ends from Miami, all American, definitely first round choices. Is that Mendoza? Does he have like a? Well, it looks like he had either some blood out of his nose or something. I'm not sure. Ooh, he gets clocked. Miami is going to be playing like that. Miami reminds me of the name of a 1970s World War II movie with Michael Caine and Nigel Davenport. Play Dirty. Michael Caine, I think it's Nigel Davenport. I think it was like maybe 68. Yes, maybe 68. I'll have to look it up in a minute. But Mendoza into the line for a very little gain. Yeah, it should be, Jimmy, but it's not. They should have called a penalty, but they didn't. So what you're saying is it should have been a penalty, and I agree. Mendoza back in the shotgun, throws it over, and almost a interception. The receiver plays defensive back on this. Take the ball away from the D-back. Yes. And he did very little. I think the defensive back basically dropped it. Pass interference. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm trying to be as unbiased. It looked like good coverage. It looked like good coverage. I'd have to look again, but it looked like good coverage, and you got to let them play. Got to let them play. So let me see. Nigel, I think I'm going to look that one up. Yeah, go to let's see, Michael Caine. Nigel Davenport movie. Let's see. Let's see what comes up. Oh, right in. Play Dirty, 1969. Gritty 1969 World War II film Play Dirty. Let's see here. The movie. But yeah, Play Dirty. So at least I had it correct. Yeah, I'd go see it again. But at least, like I said, the Canes play dirty. Anyway, back to the thing. Oh yeah, Indiana fans, nosebleed seats going for over $3,500. That's true. Think there's more. Yeah, you look at it, it's definitely like what 80 to 20, 80 to 20. Yeah, we play dirty. We're gonna do about it. Yeah, and I got it. My head coach telling his players to hit Mendoza as much as possible. Um, now you get do you got that from a? Is that a direct quote, or are you inferring that? Because I would infer that every time you can hit Mendoza, it's like when Tom Brady kept getting hit and kept getting hit, it knocked him off his game. And yeah, we played dirty. What are you going to do about it? That was definitely John Madden. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I was gonna say that should have been targeting. Yeah, I mean that to me, yeah, should have been targeting, and you're gone. They escaped. Miami escaped. IU up by 3, and Ed has it close, which is I'll say 7 or less. Bishop has it in a runaway, which is I'm thinking 8 more. How's life? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. So again, I didn't put the link up. Did I put the link up? I thought I put the link up. I thought I put the link up. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay, I thought I put the link up. Hafley is the Dolphins' new head coach. So if you'd like to come into the show, and again, I'll be here. There's the link. There's a StreamYard link. If you want to come into the show, please do. Because otherwise, it's just going to be a very intimate, you, I, and whoever's here. And like I said, was it Biggie Bronco would love to hear from you as well, sir. Pardon me for my burpage, but that's what I can say. So otherwise, it's be like we're watching commercials together. Ed responds to Big E. Big E says, if we're gonna cash in the chips of the Denver defense, remember the last time Denver won a Super Bowl 10 years ago, it was because of their defense, not Peyton Manning. So we'll see if that happens again. Stidham is, well, I call him, I would say that he's a journey. I mean, I'd say that he's a B plus journeyman. B plus journeyman. Journeyman's like basically, in my estimation, they're C-rated quarterbacks. They're C-rated quarterbacks. Stidham, I think, is B plus. And again, had Denver not drafted Bo Nix, and then it threw off because that was the draft. Wasn't that the draft? And Bo Nix has been in the league 2 years, correct? 2 years. May has been in the league 2 years, so longevity is about the same. Miami with the ball, back the pass. Okay, a Hoosier tipped it, which means that you can basically truck the receiver. Let's see here. Look at the hops on that kid. That kid has some hops. Wow. If you'd like to make a bet with Big E Bronco, you can probably do that. I will supply the information to everybody. Personally, it's not my money. Wow. So I'll tell you what, IU was all over that ass. Wow. Yeah, Indiana does have a good defense. They're going to need to, because I tell you, Miami has just stalwarts on everywhere. I would say, other than Carson Beck, they have stalwarts. Their line is huge and athletic. Nice run. Nice coverage by IU on the backside allows a sack. Carson Beck is sacked. But like I said, they're not as big, they're not as mammoth, but they can move. They're quick. And they're going to need that, because I tell you, Miami's offensive line is fucking huge. Huge. Hunter goes on. Oh, thank God. I thought it was on like the side of his foot. I was like, not a bad punch. It was off the side of the foot. Bishop, honestly, what's the? I don't know what the. I got to see what the time remaining. Still the first quarter. Yeah, okay, 1:38 in the first quarter. That's some. Those are some strong words. They poked the bear. I'm sure they kind of did. What's the 9-1? I can't see that. It was. I got to get my. These are not the best glasses I should be wearing. Mendoza to the running back who loses 5. Yep. Reuben Bain. I hope it doesn't go to overtime, because then that just blow that 7. That would blow the 7. Because if the one team doesn't get it, the other team scores a touchdown and wins, that's 6. So I do not want it to go to overtime. Bain, okay. Well, remember, Bain is one also. The Ohio State has a guy. I can't remember what his name is. He's like a outside linebacker, edge rusher. That is the cat's meow. 3rd and 15 for IU. Can't remember his name. Nice screen pass, but good cut up. Not good enough. Gets back about maybe 4 on a 3rd and 15. I'll definitely put that one up there. So if you're here, thank you for being here. I see the people that are here have come in on the chat. Jimmy Farrell, Ed Winchell, Bishop Brayu, my buddy Biggie Bronco. I'm not sure if there's anybody else here. I'll go up. Those are the 4 that I've seen. Let's see if I can see if there's anybody else. Big E, Jimmy Farrell, Ed Winchell, Bishop Brayu. Am I missing somebody? I'm trying to see here. Mike Sarah, thank you. I'm sorry, Mike. Mike was in originally and just haven't seen anything else from him, but thank you for being here, Mike Sarah. So there's 5 people there. Oh, Mike's doing. Jimmy Farrell pipes in. Hey, Jay Jackson. Navajo on the go. Hello. Good to see you there, Jay Jackson. From Arizona, Raider Nation from Navajo on the go. Got to see you, brother. Mike Sarah's coming out. Captain, thoughts on the Dolphins' new head coach and Minter's the lead candidate for Raiders? If Minter is the lead candidate, if Jesse Minter is the lead candidate, I would love that in this respect. Okay. Again, I was the one that was saying that I would put my money behind a defensive candidate that brings in a great offensive-minded offensive coordinator, right, and line coach. Minter now. There's people say that Minter's the guy. There's one Albert Breer saying that Davis is the guy. The kid from Denver. Maybe as an OC. Maybe that's why they brought him in and said, "Hey, we like Mr. Minter. Unless you have your staff in mind, we like this guy for your OC." And Minter, if he is the guy, can say, "You know what? No, I want to pick my own coaches," and can tell the Raiders to pack sand. Sean McDermott, I do not want to have anything to do with Sean McDermott. I just think he's stale bread. He's stale bread. Why do I like the Panthers defensive coordinator? Because he's done so much with so little. So little. He took a group He took a group that really did not have a lot going for it and made them a very strong group. And actually, I think he does have his he does have ties to Denver. So at least he has, has that going for him. He does know within the division. He went from Denver to another team to the Panthers, but I know that he has a history with Denver. But I like what and the players just like they're really positive to play for him. I think his name is Ejiro. I don't want McDermott. I like Brady. If you can get Brady as your offense coordinator. If you have Jesse Minter as your head coach and Brady as your OC, would love that. I would say this though, that with the amount of talent that is out there right now without a job because they were fired, there's a lot of good talent out there. And for example, is if I had Jesse Minter as my head coach, that's when I would say Evaro, the DC from the Panthers, not sure what his contract status is, but I say, hey, I like what you've done. So Minter is your head coach and brings in some of his philosophy, but then he's got to have a good DC behind him. That's when you have that guy as your defense coordinator, and then bring in there's so many good offensive minded head coaches out there, or offensive minded coaches, that you can have your pick for a great offensive guy. Webb as OC, yeah, Webb as OC would be a great fit. CJ, thank you for being here. CJ, I like Mike Tomlin, but I'm just not feeling him. I'm just not feeling him for the Raiders head coach. And I think the reason being is that Tomlin is like, when you think about that, the Steelers have had 3 head coaches since 1971. That's almost as long as I've been alive. Almost. You have Chuck Noll. You have the Chin. And then you have Mike Tomlin for 71, 81, 91, 1, 11, 12, for 50-something years, right? 50, 54, 55 years. And Mike Tomlin is what, about 20 years? Mike Tomlin to me is not somebody you consider a fresh head coach. McDermott, no. McCarthy, no. Tomlin, no. Those are the guys that are out on the street right now. I think Mike Tomlin's I'm not sure if Tomlin's going to get a gig. But the other thing about Tomlin that I do like, right, is that he would bring a good staff with him. But I'm hearing that, and I said, give me Brian Flores as head coach. Apparently, and I don't know where this. Somebody told me. I'm not sure where the sourcing is on this, but I remember saying that Max Crosby is not a big fan of Brian Flores, and if that's true, then that might be a deal killer if Tomlin says I'm going to bring Brian Flores in as my DC, because I thought that was a kind of a thing. Maybe Brian Flores does go to the Steelers. Maybe if it's somebody that we want, he wouldn't be a bad choice. But I think that the Raiders did that route the last time they did it with Pete Carroll, and it blew up in their fucking face. And thank you, Jay. Listening at work. Go Mendoza. Good to see you there, Jay. Webb as an OC would be I like Davis Webb. That would be a great hit. Okay, Bishop. Max needs to shut up. CJ Stroud is not the answer. Okay. Well, what's the question? Stefanski has the Falcons, right? That's Michael Penix. No, CJ Stroud. That's Stroud's with the Texans. Mendoza with an out pattern for about a 12-yard gain. Most of the time that Indiana's getting yardage, it's quick hitters to the wide receivers. Or is it me? Is it most of the yardage has been quick hitters? That's all I remember seeing. One or two running plays, but most of the time it's been quick hitters to the wide receivers. Ah. Well, actually, it's not 3 straight playoff games because he had to win. He had to win to get to the game last week or the other day, Jimmy. So that's not true. He's lost 3 straight years in the playoffs. Yes. Nice. Now that was a hell of a pass, threading the needle. That was a hell of a pass to the tight end. I don't know who that guy is, but that was a hell of a pass by Mendoza, because the tight end was wrapped up in coverage. Second quarter, 11:47. 3rd and 1 from the Indiana 30. Well, first down now at the IU 39. I don't know. I really don't know a lot about Halfley as the Dolphins. I really don't know a lot about him. I actually thought that Shula was going to get that job. I don't even know if Miami even if I don't know if Miami even talked to Shula, but Halfley is the Dolphins' new head coach. The IU running game is iffy. Miami cornerbacks are injured and one is out to the second half. So yeah, he had a wow. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's been shellacked, Mendoza. He's been hit. 2nd and 9 from the IU 40. Another small run. About 3. They make it third and 6 maybe. Okay. Get rid of it. Okay, so thank God IU gets a what do you call it? A defensive PI. Yeah, that was definitely that was oh man, obvious, obvious. He man, that's yeah, that's a little much, Cristobal. I mean, honestly, honestly, you know how I feel about Miami. I'm trying to be unbiased in my feelings. And IU just got schwacked for about a 5 yard loss on a running play. Yeah, boy, that's a 5 6 yard loss. Wow, he only lost four on that. Boy, they were kind. So 2nd and 14, IU at the midfield, and another minimal yardage. Going to be third and 12. But wow, Miami's defense. Yeah, Miami's defense. Feel like third and 12. Yeah, third and 12. It's it's a passing down. Yeah, or maybe a screen. I don't know. If you'd like to come in and talk, if you'd like to come in and talk, then come on in, come on in, come on in. I put the link up. I do need to go get something to drink though. So I will, I might do one of where I will be right back, be right back, be right back. Let's get that set up. Uh, thing here. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna pop out for a second. Be right back. Be right back. Okay, well, I'm back. I missed an offsides by Miami, which I mean was it was. I mean, I didn't see. I didn't. It was quick. Uh, Brian comes in. Thank you there. Mendoza's looking good. He's meeting the expectations of the rush. Free play, 3rd and 8. And there is the run that IU is needed up the gap and needed. Nice run. Because they've been like I said, it's a Surratt with a quick hitch. Or not Surratt. But I think this is taken with. I mean, I'm thinking that it's pretty much a foregone conclusion, isn't it? It's almost a foregone conclusion. If you'd like to come into the show and talk, you want to, or you can watch the game too. I'll let you know what's going on. Close to being red zone for Indiana. Mendoza with a nice outlet. 2. Is it a touchdown? Yeah, looks to be a touchdown. Looks to be a touchdown. Wow. And this is true. The Indiana running back runs like Gentry. Let's see. Did he step out? If they come back on a might be they might is there enough evidence? Okay, well they said he's out of bounds, but okay, so it's going to be 1st and goal. About like on the 7-yard line. There's a review. It looks like he's going to be out of bounds. And I have my Arnold Palmer. I have my fizzy lemon water right here, so I'm good. So 6-yard line. Okay. So 1st down on the 6. Yeah, actually, Brian, I've been drinking some hot chocolate recently. And we need to get Cool Whip because we're out of Cool Whip, and hot chocolate just tastes a hell of a lot better with Cool Whip. It tastes a hell of a lot better with Cool Whip. Dive play goes to about the 5, maybe the 4.5. Quick dive, but yeah, where are they going to mark it? Oh, maybe at the 4. But yeah, Brian, it's cold. It's cold. Bish, for betting purposes, I'm hoping you're right. Still got a long way to go, though. Still got a long way to go. down to the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal. And I might get some hot chocolate later. It's not the same without Cool Whip. I know it's kind of like sound like Donald Pleasance from The Great Escape. Tea without cream is so uncivilized. So Miami calls timeout. You have okay, Brian, where are you at right now? Where are you? I know you're outside trucking. Good to hear from you. Brian pops in. Crazy Cooter's a truck driver, and Brian's a truck driver. I have my CDL, and that's about the only thing that I can say. Legally, I could drive a truck, but I would need a hell of a lot of refresher courses. Jimmy Farrell, yeah. I think he's kind of like, he's a little bit, he's not as puny as Brady. He's definitely got more to him than Carson Beck. But he needs to gain some muscle and strength. He'll do that when he gets older and gets filled out. Wildwood, huh? Wildwood's up. Wow, I know Wildwood, but where? Like Wildwood's like around near, was it above Orlando, Gainesville type? I know the name. See, I'm from Orlando originally there, Brian. I'm trying to place where the fuck Wildwood is. I don't remember. Yeah, he'll get, I mean, it's a matter of the 6'5", 230 will be a 6'5" and a bulky 240 maybe. Averaging on Indiana's 23 is height helps. Yes, I mean he's playing with a great team. There's no, you can't say that the Indiana wouldn't be here. It's a team. 50 miles west of Orlando, going there tomorrow. I put new brakes. Okay, well, say, Brian, say hi to Orlando from me, because that's basically where I'm from. If you were to go, oh shit, well, okay. If you would go into Orlando on 50 Colonial Drive, somewhere around there, old time Orlando, is Colonial High School, and that's where I graduated, Colonial High School. So yeah, he's big. He's gonna be like the dive, and it's a touchdown. That's the tight end, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the tight end. So now it is a 9-point game. But Nowakowski, I thought he was the tight end. Maybe he's like an H-back. He plays tight end and fullback. On that play, he definitely was a fullback. On that play, he was definitely a fullback. So 9 o'clock. Are you up by 10? And let me see how I'm doing on my. I do have 2 hockey bets. So let me see how they're doing. Wow. Iraq announces full withdrawal of U.S. forces from its territory. Well, they definitely need to get out of any area that's close to Iran. That's smart play right there. See here live. Put those back up. Yeah, I'm doing. All right. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. The fucking San Jose Sharks beat the Panthers in Florida, and I was an easy parlay. Man, I would have won like $75 on that. So that's a little break from the action there. So the Oilers winning, that was easy. The Penguins winning, yeah, that was easy in my mind. And then you have the Panthers, the Stanley Cup champion twice in a row, Panthers playing the San Jose Sharks in Florida, and they lost. That's fucking stupid. Anyway. I don't know if this game is going to be. I'm going to lose on the over. I don't think it's going over what I thought it was going to be. Right now, it's nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. I'll lose that one. Yeah, I can't believe I lost the hockey bet. I think I lost, but lose the hockey bet. That's just. Oh my God, that's just. 3rd and 1. And no. You think Raiders trade a 2nd pick to the 1st round? You mean move up to the 1st round, Jimmy Farrell? Maybe. I think that this is the year to do. If you want somebody and he's there, you move up and get him. 4th and 1. Oh, 4th and 1. Okay, where are they? I thought they were kind of deep. Yeah, they're deep in their territory. I don't know if he's got it. I don't know if he's got it or not. I don't know. That's like really close. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh man, I don't know about that. So they get a 1st down. I think that was a bullshit call. But they're on the IU 40 now. Where does Carson Beck go? I think he goes 3rd or 4th round. Isles were not in the parlay, Jimmy. Hi, Kaylee. Cool Kev's here. Anybody wants to come in and talk? The link is there. I'll put it up again. I don't think I'll need to go and get any more drinks. I got enough drinks for a while. Might have to go take a pee break later. But there's the link. You want to come on into the show at the gain of about 2 on a quick hitter to the kind of like a bubble screen that didn't really bubble. But yeah, second down about 8. Good to see Kaylee. Jimmy Farrell, I would not. But like I said, the fact is that the San Jose Sharks beat the 2-time Stanley Cup champions in their home, and the Sharks suck. My God. That should have been the easiest parlay victory I know. So, did you see the Saturday Night Live had the Michael Irvin guy come in and said, "I'm Michael Irvin"? Kind of looked like him. Sharks are better this year? I guess I haven't been paying attention. I thought they were still as crappy as they were. I might get a beard transplant again. CJ with the comment of the night so far. I like that. Thank you there, CJ. Is Angelo growing his beard out? Is Angelo, because I know I have one. Richie Richey has one. Who else has one? Angelo has a little bit of a one. Richie Richey has one. Who else, CJ? Who else here? Oh, Ken, well, both Ken as well as Savage have beards. San Jose's in 3rd place in the West. I guess I should have checked that. I thought that was an easy. I thought that was an easy win. I was wrong. But it only cost me $17. It was a throwaway bet. Actually, $17.57. I would have won 75. But it was a throwaway bet. It was like $17.57 just to make my account even. Right? Just to make my account even. So unless this game starts scoring with some scores, I'm going to lose a bet parlay that basically has the over. I'm going to lose that one. There is and I got Indiana in 2 other bets, but that over 46.5, that's a loss. That is a loss. Unless there's some quick scores and defensive touchdowns. They're just that's a freaking loss. By the way, Bishop, you are wrong. You are wrong. I believe the quote was, "Book it." Book it. For somebody that doesn't bet, there's a lot of kind of like shaky thoughts there. Mike, maybe second one. New Jersey Devils are rolling. I don't know. I don't have it. I guess I need to keep up more on hockey. But Bishop was saying, book Cignetti and his staff coming to Vegas. Book it. Book it. Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Book it? No. No. Not even. Not even. 4th and 2, Miami keeps their offense on the field. Okay. Okay. You are correct. You are correct. When it does not happen, you and I will both come on here and talk about it. If it does happen, then I'll say, wow. And I'll give you a preview. I'll say, wow. Bishop knew something that people did not know. Even Cignetti himself has said, I'm a college guy. I'm not going to the pros. I'm a college guy. So Miami misses the field goal. It was strong, true, and doinks off the upright. Find the head coach after next weekend if the Rams win. If the Rams win, then that means that Kubiak, and then you can have the Kubiak brothers come as a duo, maybe. So you're saying that you won't come in? Are you saying I don't know anything? I'm kind of, the way that I'm reading it, you saying that I don't know anything. Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, about the goose egg. Okay. So, okay. Oh, the field goal doink. Yeah. I'm going to say, it's unless you get out of bounds on a quick hitter. Okay. So 10 points. So I need 36 points in the second half. I need 36 points in the second half. I don't think that's going to happen. That's not going to happen. All right. Again, please come in and talk if you want to talk about something. I'm pasting that link again. Miami is Cignetti is hot. Cignetti is hot. Talking about the personal foul, the non-targeting call. I agree. Should have been called. And Bishop was saying something about how, and I don't know where the sourcing is on this because I have the volume down a little bit so that we don't have I don't get a what do you call it, a YouTube strike. Hopefully not a YouTube strike because of what's going on there. But he was Bishop was saying something about how the Miami coaches were saying basically keep hitting them, keep hitting them, keep hitting them. So if they did, that was a blatant personal foul. That was not called a blatant personal foul. Oh, it's on the game telecast. Okay, thank you there. I appreciate you revealing sources because, like I said, I only get one portion. I only get one portion of, and so I need 36 points. Which okay, so if you're saying that IU is going to go and cook, we'll see. That still means I need 29 more points. And we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But I mean, the offenses has depth. Both offenses definitely need to heat up. And probably somewhere in there, it's got to be at least one, if not two, defensive scores. Cheers. I love the fact that at the draft this past year that the sister of Steampunk, Jacob the Raider fan's sister, Steampunk, introduced me to these sparkling ices. And ever since the draft, so not quite a year, maybe about 9 months, I've been drinking these. They're fabulous. And so it's better for my health. So here's to me. Yeah, Miami is running lots of blitzes. So if you just get over the top, make one guy miss a tackle, That's a quick 6. But Miami's going to have to do something to score. Do you think that Mendoza and Indiana is going to score 47 points on their own? Make it a goose egg. I don't think that's going to happen. Miami is definitely playing rough, playing tough, playing hard, playing dirty. So, and let me see, all of those people. Well, I was going to say 3 of them because the commentator did not pick, but Marcus Freeman and Nick Saban and the Heisman Trophy winner, what's his nose, who played for the Raiders, all picked Miami. All pick Miami. Bishop, I'm on record in saying fuck the Dodgers. My thoughts. And if you need any clarification, ask Ed Winchell, because I said the same thing to him. Fuck the Dodgers. A lockout? So are you saying that that the major leagues are not going to play they're not going to get to a series this year? Is that what you're saying, Jimmy Farrell? Okay. I'm going to bring in EMAC because EMAC hit the link. EMAC only for halftime, because I'm gonna get people out. I'm gonna get you out after halftime or right before the end of halftime. So I'm gonna bring in EMAC. You know why? Because he hit the link.
What's up, Cap?
How you doing, brother? What's going on? What's going on tonight?
Not much. Just watching the national championship. Didn't really do much for the weekend, apparently, which is fine by me. It's not like I have anything else to do.
I'll say, I mean, what you're working now, take a rest. Take a rest.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I didn't have work on the weekend, so there you go.
Good for you.
Anyway, how you doing, man?
I'm doing okay. I can't believe that I missed a 3-team parlay, and I had where there was the San Jose Sharks beating the Panthers in Miami, and that was the last leg of the 3-leg parlay, and I picked the Panthers, and they lost 4-1. And apparently, and I'll admit this, I have not been keeping up on hockey as much as I should have been keeping up.
I don't watch hockey that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I would only go to the games in person because the fight.
Yeah. But, I mean, San Jose, in my estimation, that team sucks. But apparently I've been misinformed because they are a better team this year than they have been for a long time. So maybe that's the reason.
I want to talk about the Buffalo and Denver game, man. That game was bullshit.
I thought, now, was it not a catch?
That should have not been an interception. That was not an interception.
That was a catch, and there was a catch.
It should have been a catch by Cooks or incomplete. Either way, I would have been fine with the incomplete because you can actually go for it on 4th down. That's just different to me. But yeah, that was not an interception. I don't care what anyone says. Sorry, all you Denver fans or any fans of the NFL. It's really a fact, really.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, no, I disagree with you there.
Like
it was a catch or it was an interception because it never hit the ground.
So, do you think that's an interception?
Oh, no, it was an interception, but because it never hit the ground and he took it before it hit the ground, that's why they called it an interception. I think it was bullshit. I think it was a catch, knee down, and a rollover.
I mean, it was a bullshit call for the refs to get the interception. But the PI call after that pick, it's not an interception. I'm going to call it the non-interception way. The PI was bullshit. And then the one that was on Sutton, that one of the corners were guarding Sutton, and for all of a sudden it became pass interference.
Yeah, one of them was a bullshit call. The one that was blatant was the last one. That was a blatant fucking call. That was
the second pass interference ending call. Yeah, that was totally pass interference for sure. You can't really say much about that.
Yeah. The first one I don't agree with as well. I think that they were locked up and they were hand fighting, and the defensive back, if I remember correctly, the defensive back was actually looking back for the ball. It was good coverage, and I think it's I don't know about that one. So I think that they got those calls. Now Biggie Bronco was in here earlier, and he did inform us that the Patriots in 4 playoff games have never beaten the Broncos in Denver. They are 0-4 in 4 playoff games. And I'm like,
Bo Nix is injured. I don't know if you heard that. I'll never know how he got hurt, by the way.
He got hurt when he was going when he was moving the ball from left to center. He somebody came down on his ankle and broke it.
Even though he played through the whole game.
No, it was the play before they kicked the field goal. It was the second to the last play. The play where they had a play, and then they go and they make a quarterback run to the middle of the field, right? Yeah. That's what broke his ankle.
Wasn't that one roughing the passer call too? That was called. Or are you talking about that one as well?
No, I don't recall that one. But it was the second to the last play. It was Nix moving the ball from the left hash mark to the center of the field. Mm-hmm. In the process of the tackle, he got his ankle broken. And here's the thing. And I mean, I know you don't think about it, but if you were just doing that, if that is your play, moving the ball from left to center or from right to center, use your backup fucking quarterback for that. Or use a running back. Don't use your fucking quarterback to do that. I'm sure that next year, like when the Raiders had Derek Carr break his ankle when he should have been out of the game years and years ago, I think it was like 2016, he broke his ankle when he should have been out of the game. That if you have where you are taking the ball and you are moving it in order to get a better spot to kick, use a fucking backup.
And then another thing too, do I think Buffalo deserved to win that game? Absolutely not. Did they have a chance? Yes. But the other turnovers that Josh Allen had earlier in that game, I mean, yeah, those were not very good turnovers at all.
Well, the one before half, the fumble was inexcusable.
James Cook fumble was inexcusable too.
Yep, I agree with that.
But yeah, those turnovers you definitely can't feel bad for at all.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Allen, I don't want to say that he lost the game because it is a team game, but he was definitely instrumental in Buffalo losing the game. But see, if you say that Josh Allen had a pick on that in overtime, no, he did not. That was a catch. But
that was a catch. I was saying it should have not been an interception call in the first place.
But because of that, it goes down as an interception or as a turnover to Josh Allen, and that's horseshit. Okay, so I know he had actually Allen had 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions, but that second interception shouldn't have been an interception.
Like that defense for Buffalo actually tried their best to get into Bo Nix's face too.
Yeah.
And by the way, Sean McDermott got fired today, if you didn't tell.
Yeah, no, he got fired. And people are asking, do you want Sean McDermott as the coach of the Raiders? My answer is no. but I'd like to have Brady as either the offensive coordinator or head coach. No. I want Brady, I think his name is Joe Brady, who is the OC for Buffalo. I'll take him as the head coach or as the OC for the Raiders. I'll have him as the head coach or the OC because he's available. And
I have a question. Do you guys need a running backs coach? Because I got one in mind.
Who's the running backs coach you have in mind?
Greg Roman.
Fuck you.
I mean, he wouldn't be a bad running backs coach since he's a great run games coordinator.
No.
So you think he would suck as RB's coach?
Greg Roman sucks even more than a fucking $2 whore on the Vegas Strip.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But anyway, I owe you and Nav an apology the other night, by the way.
For being kind of off kilter?
I don't know if you ever saw that comment that I made. Remember, I don't know if you know if I see that I said Max Crosby ruined the Raiders about wanting all that money.
I would say that a lot of times, and I'm sorry to say this, but some of the things that you put, I don't read because I know it's pure unadulterated bullshit.
I mean, it was selfish of me saying it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's an opinion, that's fine. But if it's stuff that you're saying to get a rise, a lot of times I don't read it.
All right. Anyway,
but sometimes I just go because I have better things, shall we say? But I do read some of your things, or when it's low in the like when it's like slow, I'll read everything I can. But no, I missed it. So you could say next time Nav's in here, you can say that you apologize to him. But you can reiterate to Nav as well.
All right. This hopefully you forgive me then anyway.
I mean, like I said, if you made a stupid comment in my estimation, and so we didn't recognize it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Anyway, just hopefully we're all friendly in here. I'm no piano man when it comes to shit.
No, you're definitely not piano man. I give you that. You're definitely.
Anyway, I'm gonna let other people hop in here if you want. But anyway, love you, brother, and let's go Raiders.
Good to see you, Mac. Thanks again, brother. And hey, somebody else who we haven't seen for a while is Xavier. I'm going to bring Xavier in a second. I'm going to answer this. Would you trade for Josh Allen for the top pick with Buffalo? No. Josh Allen is a what? I mean, he's a good quarterback. He deserves to win. He's kind of like Josh Allen is this generation's John Elway. John Elway should have won, and he never won until he got the running game, Terrell Davis, right? Josh Allen should have won a Super Bowl a long time ago, but he never won. But we're gonna listen to Xavier. Xavier, how you doing, brother? Like the beard?
I'm doing good. Been growing it back out.
Looks good. What's up? Catch me up. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Last year I wasn't really on as much. Red Sox hurt me. Bruins hurt me. Celtics were the only good thing, and Patriots sucked last year. But now we're back. We're back.
Yeah. And I got a question for you. Now that let's just say that Bo Nix didn't break his ankle. Okay, let's call it the Patriots versus Denver in Denver with Bo Nix playing. He didn't break his ankle. He's now playing the game. So do the Patriots go in and beat Denver, even with Bo Nix there?
Oh yeah, 100%. I had them beating. I said once we face the Broncos, we were going to beat them, Bo Nix or not. I knew we were going to beat them, but
Okay.
we would never know because Bo Nix hurt his ankle. So we got to wait till next year.
Right. And I'm one of these smart people. I actually predicted that the Broncos would win the AFC West. I was preeminent, omniscient there. I didn't think that they would get to the championship game, but when you lock up the number one seed, things happen.
Yeah, because they beat you guys and we didn't beat you guys.
Yeah. So
Like
so
always.
It came down to the Raiders and
Yeah.
And well, it was one of those things that had we beaten, I can't remember what team it was. I think it was, had we beaten the Broncos the year that we played the Patriots for the Tuck Buck, we would have had that game in Oakland and we wouldn't have had to go to New England to get snowed on. So it's one of those things.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. When we played the Texans, I was scared of that defense. But we showed that the defense doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I mean,
if you have a quarterback who throws 4 picks in the first half, you're obviously not going to win.
right.
I was at Buffalo Wild Wings watching the game, drinking, and it was the best feeling ever.
I mean, Stroud basically gave the game away on a platter.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I did not, until I looked back at the end of the game, I did not think he threw 4 picks. Then I look back and I'm like, he really threw 4 picks, fumbled the ball. I'm like, dang, he really just gave the game away.
Yeah. So who do you got in the other game? Emax says he thinks Seattle beats the Rams.
Oh yeah, Seattle, their defense did. I don't think they're gonna lose against the Rams. Now, if they do, I want to be mad because we get Stafford, Drake May if we win. But that Seattle defense is gonna be tough.
Okay, well, so so let's go to the what you think is the Super Bowl matchup: Darnold versus Drake May.
I don't know, that defense is really scary. But the Texans, they have the number one. Seahawks have the number one defense. Texans had the number one rush defense or whatever.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just gotta survive. Like we just need another goal line interception.
Which is possible.
If that actually happens again, a goal line interception to win the game for us, I would laugh so hard.
If anything, I think it would be a goal line interception from the Seahawks against Drake May, though.
If that happens, I'll be like, well, payback sucks.
Karma does come true at times.
Yeah,
karma does come true.
If that happens, that'd be the rewriting history. But I don't think we're gonna win it this year. I don't think we got it this year.
You know what? I tell you what, though, who picked the Patriots to be the number 2 seed in the AFC? No,
I thought we were going to win 10 games, losing a wild card, call it a year.
Right.
I did not. I thought we were going to do this next year.
Right. So you guys are ahead of schedule.
Really ahead of schedule because I did not expect 14 wins, having 2 home playoff games, and then going onto the road to go to the Super Bowl. But people are going to say it's the schedule and everything. Nobody, even with the schedule, nobody predicted us to win the AFC East or be good. Everybody predicted us that. They said we had a worse of a chance than the Jets to win the AFC East.
See, no, I didn't agree with that. I thought that the Pats would be a playoff team or near playoff team this year. I said that. Actually, by the way, Mark Santos, and I spoke with him today. If you know who he is, Mark Santos is the son of Gil Santos, who was the longtime Patriots play-by-play guy in the 70s, right? Mark Santos is his son. Mark Santos is tentatively scheduled to be on my show next Sunday.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, next Sunday.
If we win Saturday,
Exactly. So he's expected to be. Ooh, okay. The game has come back, but Miami just sacked. What do you call it? Mendoza. So it's 3rd and long for the IU. But yeah, definitely make sure you check out. And for all you folks up there in the I know actually you're not up there, but you are a Pats fan that's displaced.
Yep.
I keep forgetting that.
Yep, my dad was born in Vermont, so I'm a Patriots fan.
Right. But you're a displaced fan, but anybody that that's a Patriots fan, make sure that they pop in and watch the show when Mark Santos is there.
I definitely will. I have you know who Raider Jeff is, right, on YouTube?
Yeah.
I was on his show when he was doing the Friday nights where he brings on football fans for the divisional game stuff. He said before the Bills game, if it's Broncos Patriots, he's going to pray to the football gods to not have anybody win.
And that's basically a Jeffism. We can't stand the Broncos, so we're not fan, especially Jeff being up there. Definitely not a fan of the Pats. So this is one of those things where it's like, and I even said that the time that I rooted for the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl was when they played the Bucs. Why? Because I live here in fake pirate land, so I was rooting for the Chiefs. So I
but Jeff lives in Boston, so
yeah, exactly. So yeah,
he has to root against us,
right? Well, technically he lives in Providence, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Zabe, I'm going to go back to watching the game and making some comments. But thank you for coming in, and like I said, go Pats, and I'm sure that it will be good things for them. You take care, X.
All right, take care.
We'll see you definitely for baseball season too.
Oh yeah, Red Sox.
And after the Patriots game.
Oh yeah, I will definitely be on. I'm gonna have to talk to Jeff first because he said come on no matter what.
Okay. Yeah, definitely say hi to Jeff for me as well.
I will. Take care, Cap.
All right. Take care, X. Good seeing you, brother.
Peace.
That's Xavier. I'm kind of a little bit behind here. I think it's 3rd and long. Yeah, 3rd and long for IU, who was bailed out with a penalty. It was like a face mask against Miami. And again, Miami clamps down on Mendoza. So again, sacks Mendoza. Is that Bain again? Yeah, Bain is terrorizing. Jason Taylor being the one of the coaches for the Hurricanes, that defensive line for Miami is stacked. If the Mariners play the Phillies in Seattle, yeah, that'd be nice. I'd have to see where it is on the schedule. If it's there on the schedule, sure, I'd like to go up there. Miami takes the punt. Nice return out to about the 37. Is that a flag? Okay. Going to make some Seattle food. What is Seattle food? What is Seattle food? That's a good question. What is a staple? What is a staple of Seattle food-wise? That's a good question. I don't know what I'll have to Google that. Seattle food staple of the Midwest. It is a 9:45. Chowder, okay. Tears. A staple is tears. Oh shit! I was supposed to be on. Wow. I have to check with maybe I can still hop on. No, this one is dead. I mean, unless there's some major scoring. We'll see about that one. I might have one. Maybe two. So, do I have any of them? Nope. Yeah, I'm it. This is it. I didn't see. Mike Florio reports Raiders might make play for Lamar Jackson. Why? Why? Why do that? Why do that? I got this is a wonderful. That's wonderful. Sometimes you just gotta show some shit. All right, cool. Anyway, hot dog. What the hell is wrong with these people? Hot dogs? Known for clam chowder. Okay. So there is different chowders. There is. I mean, I'll give it that. Salmon. Yeah. If that's a staple, though, salmon. Ah, not a salmon fish guy. Not a salmon fish guy. Seattle dog is a hot dog with grilled onions and cream cheese. You lost me at onions. Hit dig what that okay. Give me fear a hot dog. What the hell is wrong with these people? It's probably salty. Okay. Salmon. Okay. I guess it's just salmon. Wow. There's a touchdown. There's a touchdown. And Miami is back in the game. Basically one play. One play. So now there's what? Now I need what? 30 more points? Need 30 more points. Which is basically two touchdowns apiece and a field goal. Maybe. I don't know who that is, but that was a hell of a run. I'm thinking that was the kid's mom. So the one thing is that it helps me with points, but now that it's within 3 points, that does not help my other bet. But that was fucking just open. One. Great blocking at the point of attack. Great blocking at the point of attack, and the kid is gone. Gone. So 10, was that 11? 10 minutes, 11 minutes? I put $100 bet on the Mariners beating the Phillies in the World Series. From last year? So you have the Mariners playing the Phillies this year. So yeah, you lost that one because the Phillies didn't even make it because they were robbed. This year. Okay. Okay, so I like the fact that at least the Phillies are getting to the World Series. It would be fantastic to see, considering that all I hear about, oh my God. I'm putting this one up. EMAX says the Dodgers are going to regress. Brian says Dodgers and the Blue Jays. I think he meant Blue Jays, but I think so. Dodgers and Blue Jays. I'll be honest with you. As a Phillies fan, I am not happy. I am not happy with the offseason that the Philadelphia Phillies have had. I was happy that they re-signed Kyle Schwarber. I was happy with that. But the fact that they did not sign anyone else, and don't talk to me about JT Realmuto, that's basically a so what signing. They signed nothing to help that offense. The Phillies did not sign. The fact that they should have signed Bo Bichette, and they didn't sign Bo Bichette. Adolis Garcia is basically a so what signing. I'm sorry to say it. That's a so what signing. And unless I missed it, they still have Nick Castellanos on that roster. And Nick Castellanos is the Phillies' answer to the Raiders' Geno Smith, somebody that is not or should not be going back to the locker room of their team the following year. But I disagree with this. Bryce Harper is an important part of that team. Bryce Harper is a very important part of that team. Nice run by IU. I don't know who the running back is. If he was able to stay upright, he would have been gone himself. But we'll see. I tell you, these games though, who's going to win? I don't know. Mariners are going to be tough. Mariners are going to be tough. And that running back that IU has, he does remind me of Gentry. He's strong and upright. And yeah, Brian, they need to score. Okay, so who's that just went out? Some big, okay. Ahmad Moten, okay. Obviously a defensive player. Some big bastard. 3rd and 3, IU on their 47. Need to get to the 50. And it's what do I always say? Catch the ball before you run. Catch the ball before you run. Catch the ball and then run. If you catch the ball and then run, that's what you do. What's your top 5 Raiders of all time? Remember Joe Namath. Okay. I mean, honestly, I people ask me this. And by the way, I will also mention the fact that I will be in Orlando on the 31st. I will be in Orlando on the 31st. Clip this. I will be in Orlando on the 31st. Oh, shit. It's already over 2 hours. Fuck. Damn it. It's over 2 hours. So I can't even clip it. I will be the master of ceremonies for an event where in a celebration of the great Tom Flores, a bunch of different members and clubs and around the nation, literally around the nation of Raider Nation, are going to be getting together and doing a view, where people will be gathering to celebrate Coach Flores. This is on the 31st of January. I'm very happy I get a chance to be the person that brings people together in Orlando and going from there. So hopefully we can get things done and get Raider Nation to show up there. So it'll be great. Be great. Celebrate Coach Flores while he's still with us. That's great. Brian, definitely make the one in Vegas. I would say going to be a lot of Raiders ex-players in Vegas. If you're here in Florida, come on by Orlando for sure. Emac, you might have a gambling problem. Oh, I don't bet. I don't bet like all the time. In fact, really, when I won't bet again until what? Till football season starts again. I won't bet again. But if anybody would, I would say Brian says Dodgers making the postseason. I would say that's pretty much, that's almost a lock. That's almost a lock. So anyway, in the third quarter, 9 minutes, Miami gets the ball back, down by 3. Carson back to his lead back and gets about a yard. Maybe a yard, maybe no gain. It looked to me like he got a yard. They're saying no gain. But so that's that big guy they're talking about. It's like Magua, the right tackle. He's big. Let's see what else is going on. A little bit of some pressure that IU goes up. Didn't really get to him, but just the threat. That offensive line is huge for Miami. Third and 9 for the Canes on their 12, 13-yard line. Back in the shotgun and incomplete. Broken up by IU. Broken up by IU. And I'll Brian, you are correct. There is a bunch of talent. There is a bunch of talent on the field right now. A bunch of talent on the field right now. Oh, pardon me. Wow. Wow. Just pick up your fucking jock. Whoever the right tackle is, pick up your fucking jock. That was horrible. The Raiders would lose to both of these teams? Probably so. Am I a Celtics fan? Negative. Xavier was in here. He's a big Celtics fan. Xavier is everything that is from Boston. Celts, Pats, Sox, and Bruins. Let's see here. 3rd and 12. But good coverage. Surratt probably should have caught that ball. Let's see here. A little bit. Probably some. Yeah, I could see that they should have called defensive pass interference or holding on that, but Surratt should have caught that ball. Yeah, Miami from their 7-yard line. NBA. I don't have. I mean, I have a couple of different NBA teams. I mean, I like. I've liked this. I've liked the Sixers, the Philly. I like the Spurs. I like the Warriors. I like the Magic. Those are 4 teams that I like for different reasons. The Spurs because of David Robinson and George Gervin, and their colors are black and silver. The Magic because they're Orlando, where I'm from. Sixers because they're from Philly, where I'm from. The Warriors because when I liked their franchise and liked the fact that they are a former Philadelphia team, so I kind of like went with them in that respect. And I went to see a Dallas, the Mavericks? Went to see a Mavericks game, actually 2 Mavericks games, when I was going across the country last year with DJ. Enjoyed the Mavericks experience. In fact, I got the chain right here. See, we can get it out here. Hopefully I won't lose a bunch of other shit that I have up here. There you go. See, I got my Mavs chain. Oh, there you go. Got the Mavs chain. So, and I have the Nowitzki jersey. So I was being a fan of the team, but the Mavericks had, and this was when they still had Luka. This is when they still had Luka. And then they fucking trade Luka Doncic. I'm like, are you kidding me? One of the worst trades ever. I'm thinking to say that was a mistake getting it down, but trading Luka Doncic. I don't like the Lakers. No, I'm not a tattoo guy, E-Mac. I'm not a tattoo guy. Don't need it. Don't need a tattoo. You don't need a tattoo to show that you are a fan of X, Y, and Z team. You don't need it. You don't need it. And at the age of 60, I don't need a tattoo. And if somebody says you're not a true fan unless you have a tattoo, I'll make sure that I do the requisite ring that needs to be here. I will say fuck you with my Raiders ring on the middle finger. This used to be my nice wedding ring, but I've lost weight, so I'm now wearing it on the middle finger, and then I got my regular wedding ring, so I'm sporting 2 rings now. But actually today I was wearing 2 rings on my right finger and 3 on my left. So I had 5 rings on for the 10 fingers. Oh, what happened to my? It's a nail. It's a nail, and it bled down into the quick. it bled down into the quick, so that's why you see that there's blood there. I tell you what, nice defensive play by IU. Like I said, they are not going to go over 46. They are not going to go over 4, so that bet's done. The IU needs to go up like now. They need to go up a touchdown. They needed a touchdown, and they just got it. Basically, you need to have $23 points by both teams the rest of the game. I doubt it. I doubt it. Not the way that this game has been going on. Wow. That was, I mean, great to see. Yeah, 24, but then you have to double this. You have to basically double the score right now. Shrek and Donkey Tattoo, Batman logo, SpongeBob, Pineapple House. Got a couple of that don't want to share my information on other than that. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you got basically 17 minutes for 23 points. I would say that it's unlikely. It could happen, but it's not likely. Let's see what's going on. Nice gain. Very slow developing, like I said, 8-yard gain. Oh, nice run. Nice run. I tell you that Miami back. Kind of 6'2" to 230 is kind of like a Eric Dickerson, right? I'm gonna need to check that. The 6'2", 230. Pods is playing like a madman on defense. Thanks, Emac. Yeah, I mean, I'm here. If anybody wants to jump in, I'll put that here. Let's see. If anyone wants to come in, here's the link. Put that. And I'll put that. Let's see here. Paste that. Yeah, if anybody wants to come into the show, I'll put that down there. 3rd and 6. Back under pressure. Moving around, though. Stepping out. Throws a bullet. Beck is better than a journeyman. I mean, obviously he won all those games with Georgia, runs in, moves in and out of trouble, gets away from people, and throws a dart. For a first down at the 35 of IU. There you go. Man. 1st and 10. Red zone. Red zone. Wow. How many? I mean, you played for Georgia. What 3 years? And maybe 4. And this is his extra year of eligibility. Of course, he's pro ready, but he doesn't have. He's not. He doesn't have a strong arm. He's very. He kind of reminds me of like a Tom Brady. Oh boy, somebody is. Okay. Somebody just got back because of political post. Let me see what they said. I hate posts that have political ramifications. Let's see this. Hate this. Hate this. Come on. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this one. I'm going to delete that one. I hate. So Miami. Miami's coming back. So we'll see if see what happens in this game. So now you got a quarter to, let's see, what is this? I don't even know what I gotta use the calculator. So 16 points. 16 points in a quarter. So, and of that 16, Well, so 40, 50. Wow, 43. Well, honestly, I think I'm gonna see here. And those we need to. I agree with that. Bulk up boy and Mister Tuck better not overthink this number one overall take, man. I agree with that. I agree with that. That this is a quarterback. I mean, I think that they were saying his comparables. His comparables are like Sam Darnold, um, Jared Goff. There was another one: Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Matt Ryan. If those are his comparables, I'll take that. Jared Goff, Matt Ryan. I think maybe Kirk Cousins was one. If those are Mendoza's comparables, I'll take that. And I think he's more cerebral than those guys. I think it's more cerebral than those guys. Get rid of it. Well, like I said, I'm not ready to. Not sure. Let's see this. I think probably going to. I'm probably show and probably bow out from this one. Because I want to devote thoughts on what's going on here. So we'll see. So I'm going to end it, and we'll see y'all maybe tomorrow. I might do something tomorrow. Let's see here. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm about ready to pop out here. See, it's 11:28. Okay. Nice catch. So I'm going to pop out after this. We'll see y'all in a bit. I'll probably tomorrow. I might make a look tomorrow. So y'all take care. We'll see you for a probable Tuesday show.